This is Richard Wolff from Democracy at Work with another Wolff Responds. This time I'm responding to an interesting and indeed an excellent point made by Russell Brand. You probably know him, a very famous UK actor and comedian who has become an important commentator on YouTube, where you can see he comments on all sorts of current events. And so he made a comment about Elon Musk buying Twitter. The comment he made was before the deal went through. So we now know that indeed Elon Musk has purchased Twitter. And Russell Brand made the correct point that this is one billionaire buying a mass media platform from other billionaires who owned it before. All of that is correct, and it needs, I think, a bit more elaboration I'd like to offer here. First of all, these deals make a mockery of free speech. The speech is obviously not free. It's very expensive. Tens of billions of dollars are involved in this particular transaction. And that points out that if you want to be the controller, the person with the power to determine what does and does not get communicated and how, then you need to be super rich. Elon Musk is one of the richest people on the planet, perhaps the richest, and the billionaires from whom he purchased Twitter are right up there in the top few hundred richest people on this planet as well. What we're watching is a sport, a game among billionaires. We all live with the communication we can or cannot engage in, depending on what the billionaires decide is best for us. There's no democracy here. There's no accountability here. There's just raw power that goes with money. Those of us who thought that there could be a compatibility between capitalism and democracy have had to long suffer the obvious truth that they don't go together. They are, in fact, opposites. And I'd like to add another point here, too. Hyde Park, a famous park in London, used to be famous because it was a public park where anyone and everyone could come and engage in communication. You didn't have to buy your way to offer your thoughts. You didn't have to buy your way to receive the thoughts of others. It was a free, open, public place. Twitter ought to be the same. All of these platforms ought to be free and open, and no decision about limiting them should be made other than by some democratic procedure that could be and should be worked out. But we will have none of that because we allow it to be the private property of billionaires because no one else can play in their game. It is a standing rebuke to all of us. And the proper answer we ought to offer is that a system that works this way has lost the right to our loyalty. If interventions and discussions like this strike you as being important parts of the national conversation about important issues, then we ask you to partner with us. Share this video with friends, neighbors, co-workers, family. It's a way of extending our reach, making our work count even more in terms of getting folks to think about alternatives they might not otherwise consider. And if you can also partner with us financially to support the expenses of producing and distributing these videos, well, then know that we will appreciate that kind of partnership as well. Thank you.